Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News Broadcast. 联合早报 reports that Iran claims to have destroyed several enemy flying objects, including a US C-130 military transport aircraft and 2 Black Hawk helicopters, during a U.S. military operation to rescue a pilot trapped in Iran. This was stated by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard on Sunday, citing Tasnim news agency. The Revolutionary Guard explained that the destruction occurred during a joint operation involving the Air Force, ground troops, militias, Basij forces, and police. Earlier, Iranian police had announced that a US C-130 transport plane was shot down in southern Isfahan. Additionally, Iran's military claimed to have shot down an Israeli drone in the same province earlier that day. Separately, the New York Times reported that 2 U.S. military transport planes encountered malfunctions and became trapped during the pilot rescue mission. The U.S. subsequently deployed 3 new aircraft to continue the rescue and then destroyed the 2 malfunctioning planes. Al Jazeera, citing an anonymous U.S. government source, reported that the rescue operation involved intense firefights with Iran near the jet's crash site in Kogiluya County, southwestern Iran, resulting in at least 4 fatalities and 1 injury. Xinhuanet reports that as recent geopolitical tensions have roiled global capital markets, Chinese assets have demonstrated notable relative resilience, drawing sharper focus from investors seeking stability. While international oil prices surged, fueling inflation concerns and prompting declines in major global equities, including significant drops in U.S., Japanese, and South Korean markets. China's Shanghai Composite Index and Shenzhen Component Index experienced considerably smaller downturns in March. The renminbi also appreciated against the U.S. dollar, outperforming other non-U.S. currencies. Analysts like Morgan Stanley's Laura Wang highlight China's investability, sustainability, and stability, attributing this to policy continuity, the relative independence of China's economic cycle, and its growing leadership in high-end industrial chains. Goldman Sachs echoed this, noting Chinese equities' clear diversification benefits and lower correlation with global shocks. This resilience is partly due to China's reduced dependence on imported oil and gas, with a higher share of green power and domestic coal in its energy mix. China's complete industrial system and resilient supply chains also provide a buffer against high oil prices, benefiting sectors like alternative energy. This makes Chinese assets increasingly appealing to foreign capital. Utah's medical institution, Legion Health, has received regulatory approval to launch a pilot project allowing an AI system to prescribe psychiatric medication refills, as reported by Thongfan Wan. This innovative program utilizes an AI chatbot developed by Doctronic to handle refills for low-risk drugs, such as sertraline for depression, explicitly excluding medications with dependence risks like benzodiazepines or Adderall. Patients seeking a refill must answer 15 questions regarding their mood, health status, and any existing medication side effects, with a service fee of approximately $20. The Utah AI Policy Office states the initiative aims to automate routine administrative tasks associated with prescription renewals, thereby freeing up doctors to dedicate more time to complex patient care, reduce delays, and improve medication adherence. While the system will initially undergo doctor review, this oversight is planned to be phased out as the project progresses. However, the psychiatric community harbors significant doubts, with Harvard Medical School professor John Torres questioning AI's capacity to comprehend the intricate context behind patient medication and provide the necessary continuous management and careful assessment. The regulatory bodies, plan a one-year evaluation period to assess the AI's real-world impact before making decisions on legal adjustments. Despite the concerns, Legion Health CEO Arthur Marquardt expressed optimism, indicating the system could soon expand to other U.S. states. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has publicly challenged Russian President Vladimir Putin to direct face-to-face peace talks in Istanbul as the conflict continues to rage. This significant diplomatic overture is being facilitated by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who recently held a phone conversation with Putin before hosting Zelensky in the Turkish capital. Zelensky expressed his readiness for a leaders' meeting in any format, emphasizing the urgency for peace. Erdogan is actively working to revive stalled peace efforts, which have seen little progress, partly overshadowed by the United States' focus on the Middle East conflict. The Turkish leader also met with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, reaffirming his commitment to seeking a ceasefire and a lasting solution for Ukraine. However, a major hurdle remains as Putin continues to insist on Ukraine ceding significant parts of the Donetsk region, a demand firmly rejected by Zelensky. Amid these diplomatic endeavors, the war persists with intensified strikes. Russian forces conducted overnight attacks on Odessa, damaging residential buildings and injuring 3 people, necessitating the deployment of support teams. Concurrently, Ukrainian forces targeted key Russian military-linked infrastructure, including the Primorsk oil port and the Kstovo oil refinery, causing damage and fires, and intercepting numerous drones over the Leningrad region. This report comes from Daily Express US. Indonesia has formally called on the United Nations to conduct a comprehensive evaluation of safety protocols for peacekeeping forces across all deployment areas. This urgent request, reported by Antara, follows the recent deaths of 3 Indonesian peacekeepers and injuries to 3 others serving with the United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon. Mission Foreign Affairs Minister Sugiono emphasized Indonesia's commitment to ensuring the health and safety of its peacekeepers. He expressed profound condolences for the fallen personnel. Major Posthumous Zulmi Aditya Iskandar, Chief Sergeant Posthumous Muhammad Nur Ikhwan, and Second Corporal Posthumous Forzal Ramadan. The minister also confirmed that France, the UN Security Council's penholder for Lebanon issues, approved Indonesia's request for a meeting to address personnel safety. Sugiono stressed that attacks on peacekeepers are unjustifiable, noting that these forces are equipped and trained for maintaining peace, not for engaging in combat. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.